All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description. Click it. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunseti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. Get over there, check out the catalog, get you a discount, shop and save and shop. Porter Fire Alarm, GeneralSeti.com, SETI University, over 2,000 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. We got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the experts and all subjects, the grandmaster teachers. We have that. There's not another website on the planet for a Black Power truth seeker. There is no other website that can compare or compete. You need to get over there, check it out. I mean, it's a never-ending story of greatness, family. Everybody knows SETI is popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come, exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube or just so exquisite. We keep it for our family on Patreon. We got over 500 exclusive live streams. You know it's the general. So you know is off the chain. Why not have your hand in a treasure chest like that? Most updated live streams from the general. So fresh out the pack, lecture format. So you know the visuals is outstanding. Get over there to Patreon today because you're really missing out. We own King Seti is on Rumble, the Black Power scholar that won't stumble or fumble. We disrupting on Rumble. Why not come over? Join the general, help me disrupt. You see, help me, turn over some tables. That's what we need to do. Become a member on King Seti Rumble page today. Donation, any of the family, that donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the hardworking general. The link right there on the screen in the video description in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. What a year, 2024. And if anybody in their right mind believe that this shit just happening, just, by, the luck of the draw, is nothing but a fool. Nothing but a fool. This is all working, man. Everything from the last 4 years, 5 years, but most definitely within the last 4 years, where it just been become totally chaotic in the United States. Totally chaotic. Where they didn't bum rush the Capitol building January 6th. What was that? 2000. Was that 2000? Yeah, 2000 January bum rush the Capitol building. You see, in all type of disruptions all over the United States, which was gonna happen anyway. And to now, Donald Trump saying that, he would the presidency of the last term was stolen from him, you know, and uh and so, you know, and which led to a lot of vigilante disruption in the United States to, even Joe Biden being elected president. in which, obviously the man was too old, and you know what? And we don't want to, just because you might be 78, that don't mean, I don't want to, you know, disenfranchise any age group or whatever. But it was just obvious that that man was not mentally prepared to run no United States of America. You see what I'm saying? It's more than just the mind. It's just it's also the visual representation. You know what I'm saying? Of strength to be the president of the strongest nation on the planet, and here the man is falling downstairs and all this shit. So really, they knew 4 years ago he was not prepared. He wasn't physically prepared. Motherfucker falling off bikes. He's zoning out in press conferences and shit. He been calling all the it's time, it was time even then. You see what I'm saying? It was time even then, but he was put in a predicament, a position where they knew they was going it literally that he was not going to be able to run again. And so the fact that they even went through the debates and this, that, to get this far down and then pull out when they didn't had so many situations where it's easy to see the man don't have his right mind. He don't have a young mind anymore. You see what, it's just obvious to see. So this has all been, even Donald Trump being shot. I still don't believe that shit at all. You gonna get shot two fucking days before the Republican convention, so you can come in here galvanize your base. You've been shot, and what is he gonna say? And I'm telling you that's gonna lead to something, because these are dominoes falling. You know what I'm saying? If he lose or at any point in time, he gonna trigger his base that they tried to kill him. If they don't give him the presidency, they're gonna say they tried to kill me. They done stole the presidency. He could start a civil war in this motherfucker. Straight up. He could start a civil war in here. They tried to kill me. They took the vote and all of that. You see? And so, that, I mean, they playing every card in their hand at this point, but that's most definitely for me. And I done went over the video over and over and over. It does not change that you would walk a man out of a just been shot, and he get an opportunity to just casually walk out, and the man that been shot, and he in the damn president, or well, it wasn't presidential, but he in a damn Escalade or Suburban, and they taking their time to get the man up out of there to the hospital and shit. And I showed you when Ronald Reagan was shot, they was burning the goddamn wheels to get that man to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And so that shit was, was scripted out. It was scripted out, and even this Biden shit was scripted out. You know what I'm saying? That was scripted out. The Kamala Harris, the vice president. I haven't even been keeping up with politics. Real talk. Just casually, seeing things, and she ain't even been on the radar. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even been on the radar, not for me. You see what I'm saying? I have not even in the 4 years that they have been in office. I probably can count on one hand in the 4 years that they've been in there, the time that I have even seen her on TV. I don't even watch shit that because for what? You see what I'm saying? So she ain't even really been on the radar as far as I'm concerned. And so and early on they were saying she was weak. They were saying she was weak. They were saying that Biden wasn't even inviting her to the White House and shit like that. And so, yeah, they were saying she was performing very poorly for a vice president. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Don't really even care. But the fact that they was bringing up that shit, I say, oh, they just a totally dysfunctional presidency, president and vice president. And so now she is she's taking the place of Biden. And clearly, you see what I'm saying? Black people tend to want to make everybody black. And so I'm gonna just tell you right now that she's not black. Okay, she's not she's not a foundational black. She's not. Her people were not from America. Even her father, who was a Jamaican, he was not born here. So even though we are African people who went through very different forms of enslavement, you know that's different. They not we at odds with, and I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. We at odds with some Jamaicans even right now about what the fuck come out their mouth about us. You see what I'm saying? Buster Rhymes and a lot of these hip hop niggas and shit. That's still in a legacy. You got these crazy ass niggas that come up on the internet say we lazy and this, that, and all type of fuckery coming out their mouth. And so her father being a Jamaican, I don't even know about the relationship, but I haven't even, just recently looked up on the internet to see who her parents was. I know her mama is from India. I don't know if her mother was born in India. I don't know. I know her grandfather, who was, her mother's father, was born in India, I believe. And her father was a Jamaican. That ain't got shit to do with us. This is what's happening. A lot of these peoples is coming from other countries with these flagrant ideologies about who they think we are. And then they get in power. You see what I'm saying? And what the fuck do we expect? This woman done, and what do she think about our situation over here? We just happen to be looking up. Me and my wife was looking up some things that she was talking, as far as reparations and blackness and shit. And she say the first, form of reparations that she would consider was mental health. Y'all can get some free psychiatric, yeah, some free psychiatric appointments and shit at the local cuckoo doctor or something. You know what I'm saying? This is what she talking about. They don't want. They trying to get over here and get the bag. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. We got to quit believing that, somebody, is for us, and we to the point, it's just like every fucking politician, it don't make no difference who they is. It's like the white Christ syndrome or because they majority are white. You see what I'm saying? Where you believe that the politician supposed to be your savior and shit, that somehow they gonna come into power and do something for you that you can't do for so that they gonna do something for you that you supposed to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody can do that for you but you, and you still weak in your resolve to do for self. And so I was listening to Kamala Harris, who's a prosecutor. She talked about Donald Trump like a dog, talking about how all the crimes he committed, and she say she know his type. She know his type, all the shit that he done. And so, when you talking about a prosecutor, when you talk about a prosecutor, the only thing they care about is prosecuting. They don't give a fuck, uh uh if you're innocent, they don't give a goddamn it, they just want to get the conviction. That's what a prosecutor's main objective. Get the conviction. And so here it is, a country that then criminalized our people on every level, just like when we look at Sonya Massey, where they come in, and shoot the woman and blame her for, her own execution. You see what I'm saying? What the fuck is we gonna put somebody in and you could tell the criminal justice system, all our people, and I'm gonna say, I know there's some of our people that, they bringing all type of crime on their own people. We understand that. We understand that. But there's a whole lot of other motherfuckers out here that bringing all type of misery and crime on their communities and people. But it is our community at such a enormous proportion compared to the rest of the population, where they locking up our goddamn people at such an enormous disproportional percentage. We got to acknowledge that. And we supposed to be 13% of the population and our people. And here you got crackers running around popping people at Dollar Generals every goddamn 3-4 days. All type of mass, we ain't talking about that. All these mass murders and shit. When you look at all the mass murder since the last 10 years, it's just been an explosion of mass shootings and mass murder, and damn near 93.45% of all the mass murderers in the United States, white people. Ain't nobody busting down and going into these damn radical groups and seeing how they, they training these motherfuckers to come into the community. You got all type of Hispanic crime and shit coming over that goddamn border and shit, and this, that, and the third, and you know what I'm saying? But on us, you see what I'm saying? On us, you don't even see them getting getting shot down like that. You know what I'm saying? I hear about, they got issues. I do not see them motherfuckers getting shot down like black people. You know what I'm saying? All the damn time. When you look at these horrendous shootings by police it's damn near all the time is black people. You see what I'm saying? So when we start dealing with this criminal justice system in the United States, we know good and goddamn well that on us, particularly, that shit is gonna be, it's gonna be the most pressure. You see what I'm saying? On her, on us. And by her being a prosecutor, and that's what she is. That's what she is. She's a prosecutor. By trade, she's a prosecutor. And so she thinking you can't come crying to her. No, they don't have no mercy. No, they don't have no, they want the conviction. That's all they want. So, people that you saying, oh, the United States, imagine that. You go down there to the prosecutor, and they say, oh, the government, and I've been through, they're gonna say, lock that nigga up. You know how many niggas then went down to the courtroom crying, talking about how society didn't did they family, and then they locked that nigga up. You give your ass 2 minutes to say what you and lock this nigga up. What do you recommend, prosecutor, with the max? Lock his ass up. They gonna get paid. That's how they get paid. They got all these motherfucking prisons and shit, and they be getting under the table money. That's how they get paid. The more people that they lock, oh, damn, you done sent me damn near 100 motherfuckers this week. I mean, let me tear you off a couple dollars. You see what I'm saying? Shit, convictions, that's how they generate money. You got all these heads in the goddamn prison system. And so they pass, these bills where, oh, we need this much money to in prison. And they in there feeding niggas Vienna sausages and goddamn pork and beans and shit. And they in there keeping all the goddamn money, but locking your ass up. You see what I'm saying? This is the new slavery. This is the new slavery, and the prosecutor is like the one that they the slave catchers. And when you talk about slavery, the motherfuckers that go out there and capture the slaves and bring them to that's what a prosecutor is. Bring the slaves to the slave fort. You understand what I'm saying? Guilty. Okay, bring them on in. Once you capture, you got him captured. When you and you convict a motherfucker, they've been captured. And so, yeah, that's all that is. And so I can guarantee you, if she get in office, you see what I'm saying? I guarantee you, by the time her motherfucking 4 years is up, watch how many black people be locked the fuck up. Watch. You see, and that's gonna embolden the police. She gonna be for the police and all that shit. So you already know that. You see, when Trump for the police too. But I want to hear her speak out. I want to hear both of them speak out on Sonya Massey. I want to hear what they got to say. You see what I'm saying? Because Trump is all about this police shit. You see what I'm saying? He's all about this that the police is his biggest supporters. You see what I'm saying? And her being and she being a prosecutor, she for the police, because the police gonna bring her the motherfuckers to be prosecuted. So you think she gonna be against the police? And they bring her the motherfuckers that's gonna be they on a team. They on the team. Most definitely the police and the prosecutor is on the team. You see, the judge too. Guilty. All three of them guilty. You understand what I'm saying? Then they hand the baton off to the fucking the warden. You see what I'm saying? And pass the baton off to the warden. And then, they keep just getting money off of your ass. You see, they just flipping that goddamn dollar off of your ass as soon as you get locked, you get in the clutches. And like I say, yeah, a lot of times we put ourselves in a predicament, but the fact is, when most of our teachers and leaders then told us that we're gonna have to separate. And that don't necessarily mean going back to Africa, and it could be going back to Africa. It could be going to, but we are a nation of our own, which means when we talk about separating, the first separating we do is in our mind and in our spirit. And then once we separate in our mind and our spirit, we separate economically. We in America, we're gonna have to spend a couple dollars with one another, but we're gonna make sure that 85% or more of our money come back to us. That's separation. You see, we sometimes we get hung up with that. You see, we separate in religion. We not gonna worship the same. Your God, you saying God bless me, my God bless, and you over here saying God bless me, and here it is, y'all praying to the same goddamn God. So if his God, he said, I pray that I can enslave all niggas, and you praying to get goddamn free, he can't he can't bless both of us. So it got to be a separation in religion and spirituality. We had to separate. You see what I'm saying? And so when we separate, you know what I'm saying? Then in that, you see, you could see that then we could develop in the way that we need to develop, separate in education. Fuck what y'all talking about. You see what I'm saying? Y'all going and teach that George Washington, all that rainbow color shit that y'all got going on. Y'all take that shit on. We'll educate our own babies. Separate. You see, that's where the separation take place at. You see what I'm saying? And so, uh, yeah, and but that's what's got to happen. In order to, but here it is. We still living in a state of confusion. We still living in a state of confusion, and in that state of confusion of not doing, what is divinely our responsibility and destiny to do. When we divert from that, then chaos is next. You see what I'm saying? You can't expect nothing but chaos. You cannot expect to anybody believe they're just like a motherfucker in a crazy house, or you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker living in a cesspool, but you want to be a monk. You want to be a hermit in a goddamn cesspool. You can't do no shit like you had to remove yourself. Most people, when they get ready to do, become monks and shit and this, that, they go in the hills. They go somewhere. They remove themselves. You see what I'm saying? They removed it, and so in order for them to develop. But we have remained here for far too long, or remain here without, understanding that separation is mandatory. Is the only answer for our people. Is mandatory for our people. We find in ourselves, and it happened like that, where sometimes you have to go back to move forward. And we look back on a lot of our ancestors and we say, oh, we think we doing better today. But even, our ancestors just 60, 70 years ago, damn near everybody in the family know how to plant food and can food and salt meat and shit. You can, you had cattle and shit, and you could salt the meat and preserve it for later time, doing all the things, farming and harvesting and storing food and hunting and fishing and every fucking thing, being out in the woods, able to live in nature and build in nature. We had, they didn't want to be with us. They didn't want to, they didn't want us they didn't want us in their schools. Now today, we trying to get black educated. What kind of shit is that? We trying to get back to where the fuck we was. You see what I'm saying? When they didn't even want us, we was educating our own people. They didn't give a damn what we was teaching in our schools. Yeah, the ABCs, but they didn't give a damn what we was teaching, because even when you got a white man's education, it still didn't mean shit. They didn't give a goddamn. You could come in there with a degree, 2, 3 goddamn degrees. They didn't respect that shit. You see what I'm saying? So now we trying to get back. All the businesses was black businesses. You couldn't go in they shit. You couldn't go in they shit without being, totally and, disrespected and embarrassed and shit. Nigga, get your ass out of here. We don't serve niggas. That's what they say. We don't serve niggas. Okay? And so what that mean? We had to get our own. We had our own stores. We had our own clothing store. You see, the sisters was sewing and, they was making their own clothes. You see, them, whatever it took, the men and, they was making the shoes and shit. They was making the shoes. Even the TV, man. I remember when I was young, the people, it was a black man that sold TVs and everything. The restaurants was black. Every damn thing is black. Now today, we ain't got a damn thing. We ain't even got enough sense to control the businesses in our own community. And we done been out of business for so fucking long that we don't even necessarily, and we do have some access to economics, we do, but it's not enough niggas with a mind to want to build in that direction. You see what I'm saying? And so even though you got, the ability to do it, niggas' minds is so gone that it just don't look like it's gonna happen that way. You see what I'm saying? So we done been out of business. We done been out of educating our own people. And we in such a state of disarray. We looking for some help from any motherfucking direction we think we can get it from. And so we know it in our mind, we can't do it for ourselves. And so we always looking for a politician, some a religious leader, whatever, wherever we think we can, to get, some help that ain't gonna come. And so I can tell you, that the dominoes is not yet finished falling. You see what I'm saying? Because if Donald Trump don't win, they're gonna say they tried to kill him. They're gonna say they stole the election. He gonna do it again. He gonna play that card again and say they tried to kill me and they stole the election. And I believe that if that happened, I believe that the violence is gonna be far greater in scope than it was the first time, and it could lead to very serious disruptions in this nation. And if she win, ain't no telling what the fuck gonna go on. You see, I know the incarceration rate for black people is gonna go through the roof. You see what I'm saying? It's already astronomical. God damn it, ain't no telling, what it's gonna look. Yeah, they saying Trump is gonna win. It looked like he gonna win. It looked like he gonna win, but in a situation like this, you don't know. You see what I'm saying? Until he in that motherfucker, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's up in the air until it actually happened. Until it actually happened. But I tell you what, y'all motherfuckers better seriously be thinking about a plan B, because this shit could go down. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I most definitely is going up the ante on me, getting, some, the preparation for like a disaster. I'm most definitely gonna get some cans and shit or ahead of time for this shit. Before this shit go down, I'm gonna tell you that. You most definitely, in this day and age, that's mandatory for the household to be in state of preparation at all time, because you just don't know when this shit is gonna collapse. You say you got you a solar generator, that's 100. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's good. I need one of them too. You need more than one. Shit, you need two, three of them motherfuckers. In case one break down, you got two more. You see what I'm saying? Is it the kind where you can, how do you do it? You hook the solar panel up to it? Because I know some of them you could just hook solar panels up to it. I don't know. Is that the one you got? You say they don't even think they're gonna have an election, huh? Yeah, shit, ain't no telling. It damn sure ain't no telling. So yeah, we just had to wait and see and make preparations in just in case that shit go down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Most definitely. Yeah. It's the brother down there say, nigga, fuck, bro. We make our own for a white man. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. You ain't gonna if you waiting on it, goddamn it, he got control over you. Cause he damn sure ain't gonna give it to you. And the fuck he gonna give you reparations. I believe that it is our people's right to fight for it. You understand what I'm saying? But if he got to give it to you at the end of the day, if he don't give it to you, what you got, what card you gonna play? You understand what I'm saying? And when he say, I ain't gonna give it to you. Ultimately, if you ain't got a threat, you understand what I'm saying? That can cripple his power. I ain't talking about nothing else, but to cripple his power. If you ain't got a card that you willing to play, You ain't got enough force. You ain't got enough power to make him give it to you. You see what I'm saying? Now, if he thought this motherfucker was gonna crumble down, if he don't give it, then yeah, he might take that into consideration. But he know niggas gonna get out there with them signs and they gonna march and they gonna snot and they gonna cry. And at the end of the day, when he say no, they gonna regalvanize and try to come up with another movement that's gonna end the same way all the other motherfucking movements have ended. He don't know nothing else. He don't know nothing else. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers like Donald Trump taking their shit off the top. They ain't asking no motherfucker, but they wasn't in the predicament we in. You see, that's another thing that I'm talking about in staying in this gut. Yeah, cause but what motherfucker gonna give you got to consider, you got to take that into consideration. I put myself in his predicament. I do. If I fucked over a people like the Neanderthal have fucked over our people, do you think I would empower them? I mean, you had to use that's just like chess. When you think about the move that the other motherfucker gonna make before he make it, would you give people, and I'm not saying we that type, but would you give people reparations and economic power in which they could use that to remove him, the man that's giving the money? You gonna give your enemy empowerment that where they could take more control over you, over the country. That just don't make no sense to me. You see what I'm saying? So yes, that don't mean we don't deserve it, but how do you get it? Is it him giving it to you or you taking it? It's more logical to conceive, because you know what? Niggas kill me because they know the answer. They know the answer. If a nigga borrow $20 from you and you see, and that nigga say, I'm gonna pay you Friday, and he don't pay you Friday, soon as you see that nigga, you gonna step to him. You see what I'm saying? And depending on how much money. Now, if it's a couple dollars and shit, if it's enough, and the motherfucker see, and man, where my money at? Well, dog, I need, just give me the money. And whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then you might give him an extension. Well, I want my money Monday, nigga. And if he don't give it to you Monday, it eventually, niggas gonna throw down about that bread, nigga. They gonna throw down about that bread. Nigga gonna step to you. I done seen niggas, when they see a nigga that owe them, and I done seen niggas step and pull their pockets off their goddamn pants. You see what I'm saying? Pull their goddamn pockets and just take it. Run your pockets, nigga. You see what I'm saying? They ain't gonna keep asking. You think a nigga gonna keep asking you for their money as much as niggas ask for reparations? Huh? And so when I show niggas that they don't do that in the street. When they see, if a nigga slap you in the street, you slap him back. If white man slap you, nigga, you say thank you, master. You see what I'm saying? You use different logic on these Neanderthals than you use on your people. When you come in the community, you know what the rules of the game is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Cornel West ain't about to do nothing, man. Cornel West trying to become Secretary of Interior or something. Yeah. I ain't saying he ain't a smart black man, but that nigga ain't doing. That nigga about to become the Secretary of Telephones. You see, they be, these niggas thinking they go get a position and motherfucker, you be in there. You know what I'm saying? You be the what they call it, the national spokesman and shit. You know how they They be briefing, motherfucker. They have Cornell West briefing and doing all type of crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's right, family. So we about to get out of here. Y'all stay tuned because the dominoes are still falling, y'all. The dominoes are still falling, and it's gonna be a wild 2024 all the way to the end of this motherfucker. Hopefully we can make it to the end. This is General Cyrus Seti thanking y'all, man. Y'all hit up some of them links, them websites, support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.